everybody, Diana here at Build A Quilt. Welcome. This is a quick short video because it is an invitation to you all. So today is April 29th, 2025, and I want to invite you to join me tomorrow on the 30th at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time for our Wednesday workshop at 6 p.m. because we are starting a brand new quilt, but it's not really your traditional quilt along. We're calling it, in fact, if you saw the front, and I didn't write it down, we're calling it a Build Your Own Quilt Adventure. That's the name of the quilt, Build Your Own Quilt Adventure, because we're using the Build a Quilt Basics combo set. This is the set that holds 6 of your most often used quilting segments: your half square triangle, your square, your diamond in a square, your flying geese unit. Can you guess which segment we're going to use? Did you see the little graphic at the beginning? Could you tell which one we were going to use? Well, tomorrow night, our Build Your Own Quilt Adventure starts out, and we're going to be using the lovely flying geese unit. Now, this is an extended size. In the Build a Quilt system, you get a 3, 4, and 5-inch segment piece or a digital file to make your flying geese units. Tomorrow night, I'm going to explain the whole process of it's build your own, kind of a choose your own adventure kind of an idea. But this expanded size, 5 by 10, is yours completely free when you purchase your combo set. Now, all of you that already own it, you were sent that in an email yesterday, okay? So if you own it, the combo set, and you haven't received it, just drop me a note at support@sewincommon.com, and I'll make sure and get that to you. I will check the record to see why you didn't pop up on my original list of people who own that set. But that is the set you'll need to have right now until the end of the day tomorrow. So you could even come to our Wednesday workshop tomorrow night to see what the Build Your Own Quilt Adventure is going to be like, and then go and purchase your set, because you have until like right before midnight. And then it will go back to its normal price. Now, normally this is priced at $60. It's all digital. So you get the half square triangle. In fact, let me just show them to you. The half square triangle, the square, and the quarter square triangle, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, and 5 inches finished. And you also get the split rail, the flying geese unit, and the diamond in a square, which is one of my favorites because it can be used for fussy cutting. It can be used to help you guide color throughout your quilt, because you can change all 4 of your little side points to make them different colors if you need to. These are all in 3, 4, and 5-inch finished sizes. You get all of those, plus all the written instructions, all the how-to videos, and it's yours to use for life. And going forward, all of our quilts, except for the occasional new full pattern scenario, or if you're part of the Quilt Lab subscription service, will be using this. So this will be something necessary. And we have at least 2 new add-on sets coming still in 2025 to build upon this basic set. So we are starting with this flying geese unit, and I know so many of you have wanted these expanded sizes. Now, for the set, you just need a 5 by 7 hoop. For the expanded sizes, you will need a 6 by 10 or larger to be able to do this expanded flying geese unit. But that is going to be the star of our new Build Your Own Quilt Adventure. And I really hope that you will come and visit with us tomorrow at 6, see what it's all about. Grab your set while it's still half price. So normally $60, on sale right now for $30. That's all. And it won't be on sale like that. Again, we don't put this basic product on sale like that. But for this scenario, since we are not transferring, but kind of moving gently into the idea where all of our quilts will be made with this set, so that you always have the pieces you need. Plus, you can make your own quilts, decide what you want to do. You can take quilts from quilt patterns from a store, decide what you want to do, and you'll have your pieces right here ready to go. But normally we don't ever put it on that kind of a sale. So I'm really excited to be able to bring it to you guys at that price. And so please don't let that opportunity pass you by. That is available until through tomorrow, through Wednesday night. So like I said, come join us at 6 and then decide if you want to do the quilt along. But even if you don't want to do this quilt along, you may want to do the quilt along we just finished, the easiest quilt along ever. And with that, you also needed the Build a Quilt combo set. So get it while you can get it at this ridiculously good low price. I mean, I would, if it wasn't something I only needed one of, I would probably buy a couple of them. So you know how you double up on stuff to have one in emergencies, but you don't need that with this. It's always yours. If for any reason you were to ever lose part of the patterns or something like that, I can always replace them for you because we have a record of your sale and we'll make sure that you would get everything you needed. And it is a completely digital purchase. Okay, so you can download it and you can start playing with it right away if you want, watching the how-to videos, all of that. So that's starting tomorrow night. I'm very excited to do this because the first part of the year so far, we've been doing the easiest quilt along, which has been made with 4 patches like you see behind me. But now we're going to move into a segment piece that is not complicated or hard. It just kind of moves you up in skill level. In this one, you're going to learn how to do the actual flip and stitch method with the Build a Quilt system. And once you know that, then you're off to the races with any of our other segment pieces, because that flip and stitch idea is the main method for doing these. Alrighty. With the Build a Quilt system, you only need to use wash away stabilizer. So in the end, your quilt is just your quilt top, your batting, and your backing fabric, just like it was made in any other technique. And that was really important to me because, one, being able to get this stabilizer out of your quilt will release a lot of bulk that you see in quilts that are made with leave-in stabilizer, okay, or cutaway or something like that. Alrighty. All right, everybody. And one more thing before we go, because I don't want you to miss out on this either. Tomorrow night at the same time as that sale ends, and that sale is automatic. You don't need a coupon code or any kind of special invitation or anything like that. You can just go to the website, which I'll share with you in a minute, and you can get that set. But it is also the last night to subscribe to Quilt Lab for 2025. Subscriptions close tomorrow night. Quilt Lab, as you may know, we've been talking about it a lot. We've been really excited, has gone completely private. It is a completely exclusive group now. The patterns are no longer for sale as individual patterns. They're only available if you get the Quilt Lab subscription service. Plus, you get a lot of other freebies throughout the year, videos, patterns, and it basically ends up costing you $5 a month. You can't beat that, right? You can't buy a cup of coffee. Literally, you can't buy a cup of coffee anymore for $5 a month. So join us for Quilt Lab. This year in 2025, we are exploring the mini quilt, anywhere from like 6x6 up to no larger than 24 by 24 inches. So if you're interested in that, right when you go to our website, you'll see the whole page, and I'll link a video at the end of this one that explains the Quilt Lab system and all for you so that you know what that subscription is like as well. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you tomorrow night at Wednesday Workshop, where we're going to start our own build your own quilt adventure. So if you need to contact me, please do so again at support@sewitcommon.com. I'll answer you right away. I'm ready to answer. I'm ready and waiting. If I need to get back to you, though, I will let you know that, so you know that you're not just waiting around and I haven't seen your email. And then the website is www.mybuildaquilt.com. Alrighty, that's where you can find the subscription for Quilt Lab or the combo basic set. And I can't express highly enough how much you're going to need this combo set to do the Build a Quilt projects coming up from now and forever. And the new sets that come out, the add-on sets, you will need this set in order to do those sets. So this is your basics, this is your platform, this is your base. For all Build a Quilt is this set right here, and it's on the best sale it's ever going to be on now at the website. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I can't tell you how overwhelmed I am by all of the subscribers that have clicked that subscription bell to this channel. We are over 702,000 people now. That this is just the beginning of our third year here with Build a Quilt, and it blows me away. And I can't express my thanks highly enough to each and every one of you, because I consider you all friends and part of my quilting family. And I love when you join me at the live events, and when you work in the Quilt Lab projects and all. So thank you so much. So consider clicking that bell for subscription to the channel, and please click like and share. That's how all of you have learned about this channel, is through liking and sharing these videos. Okay, until next time, everybody, what I always say to my quilting friends, go quilt life beautiful. I know that you can. Bye for now, everybody.